So hello and welcome to Mastermind Academics again. In today's video, we're going to talk about CAPSTONE competition round 7. At the moment, we are in round 7 of the simulation. But before that, Mastermind Academics has some good news for you because we are offering tutoring services. So if you need help in CAPSTONE, or any related simulation, text us on the email on the description or on the WhatsApp number. Thank you. So first things first, our company here is Airy, and our products are Eat, Ebb, we have Echo, we have Edge, lastly we have Egg. And remember that each product comes from a different segment. But before that, we shall have to go through the report before we make the decisions for this round. So we open the report, and now the report we are Team Airy, and you can see that in the last round, we had an ROS, which is the return on sales of 7.1%, an asset turnover of 1.83%, ROA, which is return on assets of 13.1%, ROE of 2.1, and leverage of 2.1, ROE of 27.4%, and we had no emergency loan at the moment. And our sales for the last round were 284,258, 787, and maybe we had a contribution margin of 30.6%. So that's it about our performance or our financial statistics in the last round. So I'm going to take you through each and every segment in the report before we make our decisions. So we shall start with the traditional segment. And the traditional segment, we have the traditional customer buying criteria, whereby you can see what customers expect in this segment. So in this segment, customers expect an ideal age of 2.0, it has 47% importance. A price between 17 and 27, it has 23% importance. Ideal positioning performance of 9.2 and size 10.8, it has 21% importance. And maybe a reliability MTB for 14 to 19,000, it has 9% importance. So that's what customers expect in this segment. Onto the low end segment, and here you can see this what customers expect. A price between 12 and 22, it has 53% importance. An age of 7.0, it has 24% importance. Positioning performance of 4.7, size of 15.3, it has 16% importance. And maybe an MTBF between 12,000 and 17,000, it has 70% importance. On to the next, which is the high-end segment. At the high-end segment, this is what customers expect. An ideal position performance of 14.3 and size 5.7, and it has 43% importance. An age of 0.0, it has 29% importance. MTBF 20,000 to 25,000, it has 19% importance. Maybe a price between 27 and 37, it has 9% importance. On to the next segment, which is the performance segment. This is what customers expect. A reliability of 22,000 to 27,000, it has 43% importance. Positioning performance 15.4 and size of 11.8, and it has 29% importance. A price 22 to 32, and it has 19% importance. An age of 1.0, it has 9% importance. On to the last segment, which is the size segment, and here this is what customers expect. Ideal positioning performance of 8.2 and size of 4.6, and that's 43% importance. An age of 1.5, which has 29% importance. MTBF 16 to 21,000 has 19% importance, and a price between 22 to 32, it has 9% importance. So that's what customers expect in each and every segment. So we shall go back to the portal and start making our decisions for this round, which is round 7. Remember, round 7, we are focusing more on profits in our company, and we should make more sales so that we can generate more profit in this round. So for it, after going through the report, I decided that we should use a performance of 10 and a size also of 10, and we maintain MTB for at 17,500. So when you recalculate, you can see that our revision date is 18th of June 2031, and this is the new positioning in the perceptual map of our product Eat. Next is the Ebb, and Ebb is in the low end segment, so we need to make decisions because it's coming out of its own perceptual map. So I decided we use 5.4 as the performance and a size of 14.6. And then we can recalculate, and after recalculating, you can clearly see that our revision date is 26th of May 2031, and this is the new positioning of the product. On to the next, which is Echo. I decided that we should use a performance of 15 and a size of 5. Then you can recalculate, And after recalculating, you can clearly see that our revision date is 23rd of July 2031, and this is the new positioning of our product. Next is edge, and for edge I decided to use a performance of 15.8 and a size of 11.4. Sorry, so a size of 11.4. Then we can recalculate, and after recalculating you can clearly see that our revision date is 3rd of July 2031. So this means that our product is start selling on this date up to the end of the year. Lastly, we have egg, and for egg I decided to use 8.6 as the performance and a size of 4.2. Then you can recalculate. MTBF, you are maintaining the same, so you can see that our revision date is 30th of July 2031. So this but the perception simply shows us the positioning of our products in the each and every segment, or the positioning of our products in the perceptual map. Revision dates simply mean that this is the date that our products start selling up to the end of the year, and the year ends on 31st of December 2031 at the moment here. And down here you have the material cost, and maybe you have the edge profile whereby you can see your edge for each and every product, and also the old and the new material cost for each and every product in the simulation. Next department is the marketing department, and under the marketing department we're going to talk about 4 parts, which is the price, the promo budget, the sales budget. We have lastly the forecast part, whereby under the forecast part we are simply predicting the number of products that we're going to sell in this round. Sales budget will help us to increase something called the customer accessibility, while the promo budget will help us increase something called the customer awareness, while the price is simply mean that we are looking for a suitable price or a fair price for our customers so that they can buy our products. So at the moment I decided that for it we use a price of 26.25 we maintain, and we should just maintain all of our prices because they are fair for our customers at the moment. For promo budget, we decided that we maintain 2,000 for all of them. Sales budget also 2,000 for all our products. But now what we're going to change is our forecast. And after going through the market demand and the demand for the next round, I decided that we should sell 3,400 products of it, and 4,000 products of ebb, 1,800 of echo, also 1,800 of edge, and lastly also 1,800 of egg. And then you can calculate and you see some changes on the gross revenue, the variable cost, the contribution margin. So down here you have the revenue forecast, whereby you can see how each and every product is generating revenue in the company, and also you have the unit sales forecast, whereby you can see the number of products that you forecasted for each and every product. So that's it for under marketing, and the next department is actually production. And production is quite simple because we are responding to what we have forecasted. So for it you can see that we forecasted to sell 3,400 products, but now we do not have any inventory on hand, so we're going to produce something close to 3,400 products. Also, the reason why we are just producing 3,400 it simply means that we don't have capacity to produce more products, so we are producing products to the maximum. Remember that at the moment you're focusing more on profits, and we need to make more sales for the company. For ebb, we forecasted 4,000, so we are going to produce only 4,000 products. Sorry. For echo, 1,800 is fine. For edge, we can also produce 1,800. And lastly, for egg, we can also produce 1,500. So you can calculate and see some changes maybe on the material cost, maybe the total unit cost, or maybe the contribution margin. Down here you have the physical capacity part, whereby you can buy capacity or maybe sell capacity. Also you can buy automation for your products, and you have the maximum investment, whereby you can invest up to this maximum in your company. So that's it. Down here you have the graphs for the production versus capacity, and here the price versus the cost, the unit cost. So that's it under production. And production is that simple because we are just responding to what we forecasted. Or maybe you can buy capacity for your products. Next department is the human resource. Another human resource, you're focusing more on our employees, and we are going to talk about the recruiting spend and the training hours. So we normally use a flat rate of $5,000 for the recruiting spend and training hours of 80. And maybe you can also see your productivity index. In the last year, it was 114.3%. This year is 118.3%. And so you can see the recruiting cost, the separation cost, maybe the training costs, and the admin costs. On the other side, you have the labor negotiations, whereby once it opens, you can negotiate the labor, or maybe you can compare the labor demands for our workers. Yeah. Next is the finance department. As the finance department, we focus more on financing our company, or maybe funding our company, to be precise. And here you can fund your company maybe by issuing stock. You can fund your company by maybe selling dividends. You can fund your company by taking a current debt. You can fund your company by issuing a long-term debt. So the choice is yours. So at the moment, you're not really funding a company, because at the moment you're focusing more on profits. So we are not going to make any decisions under the finance part. You can see that we started the year with 79,892, and we're ending this year with 102,382. So this means that we are making good profits at the moment. We're making good steps at the moment. Next department is something called the TQM, and the TQM will help us to reduce the costs that we have in the company, and maybe it will help us increase the it will help us increase the demand. It will reduce the administration cost, reduce the R&D cycle time, reduce the labor cost, reduce the material cost, all that. And for this one, it's normally allocated of 10,000, so we normally use 1,000 for each and every initiative under the TQM. So we shall use 1,000 for the CPI systems, 1,000 for the vendor, 1,000 for the QIT, which is the quality initiative training, 1,000 also for the channel support systems, 1,000 for the concurrent engineering, maybe 1,000 for the UNEP green programs, and benchmarking we shall also use 1,000. Quality function deployment effort we shall also use 1,000, and maybe the CEC also 1,000. And the TQM sustainability initiatives we shall use 1,000. Then you can recalculate, and after recalculating, you see that you'll have the changes here on the worst case and the best case of the cumulative impacts of the TQM initiative. After that, you can see the balance scorecard and maybe see our projected score at the moment, and you can see that our projected score is 75.4 out of 100, which is quite a good score at the moment. And you can maybe see the stock price, we got 8 out of 8, profits 8 out of 9, which is quite good. Leverage 5.1 out of 8, which is quite pretty at the moment. So that's it for the Capstone business simulation. And maybe if you need help in the Capstone business simulation, CAPSIM, or maybe the SESIM, text us on the email in the description or on the WhatsApp number, and we shall sort you out. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and like our video. Thank you so much.